everyone, my name is Deepthi. Welcome to my channel, a place where you can learn at your own pace.
In today's video, we will discuss the WH question words. The question words become important in speaking because speaking is all about asking questions and answering them. When the examiner asks you a question, the key word is the question word. These words include what, when, who, where, why, etc. So in today's video, we will discuss the role of each of these words in detail and also see how they can come in different questions that the examiner asks you and what should be your ideal approach to answer a specific question word. So let's begin. Now we'll look at each of these keywords in more detail. Let us look at the first keyword or the first question word, which is what. Now what can be used for nouns as well as verbs. So when you hear a question that has a what, keep a noun or a verb ready. What would answer noun based questions, but here the nouns will be non-living nouns. Let us take an example. What are your hobbies? My hobbies are swimming and painting. Now, in my answer, the two words swimming and painting are answering what, and they are names of my hobbies and they are nouns. If the examiner asks you a question, what do you like to do in your leisure time? You may want to answer, I read books. So here, read books is answering the question what and read is a verb. The second question word is when. When always refers to time. This can be time in terms of what you see in the watch or clock. It can also be time in terms of dates or days. If your question is when did you last participate in a sport activity, you are going to tell a precise or a tentative date when you participated in the sport activity last time. If the question asks what time do you usually sleep, your answer can be I sleep around 10:30 p.m. Where always talks about places. So when you get a question which has a question word where, you are supposed to talk about a place. It can be in terms of a country, in terms of a city, or it can be a public place or your home. So if the examiner asks you where did you watch the last movie, you can say I watched it in the comfort of my home, or you can say I watched it in a multiplex. Another question word that refers to nouns is who. Here we are specifically talking about human beings. Usually questions starting with who can be answered using a noun or a pronoun, but most of the times we use a noun. So simply speaking, if a question goes like this, who is your favorite actor? You're going to name your favorite actor, and that is where you're going to use a proper noun. Just keep one thing in mind. Whatever question you are answering, please use complete sentences. Using complete sentences is very important for IELTS speaking. The next question word is why. Why is a little analytical question word because here you are supposed to give reasons for an event, for an act, for a phenomena. So please remember, you are not supposed to share your knowledge. You're not tested for your knowledge. You're just tested for your ability to speak on a particular topic, to understand the context in which the question is asked and answer accordingly. Why questions are predominant in the third part of speaking. So please make sure whenever you are asked a why question, you come up with a reason for what is being asked. For example, a question may go something like this: why do you think crime is increasing? Why do you think more and more people are switching to e-books? So, based on your understanding of the topic, just give a reason that crimes are increasing because unemployment is increasing. People are reading ebooks more than paper books because they have access to gadgets and they can carry more ebooks from one place to another with the help of a gadget. There are no right or wrong answers. If your answer is logical and valid, it is correct. The last question word is how. How always focuses on the method of doing something or the way of doing something. When you get a how based question, make sure you focus on the procedure. Let us say your question is, how do you spend time on weekends? So you will tell exactly what pattern does your weekend follow. So how do you spend your weekend? What is the way of spending the weekend? One of my students recently appeared for IELTS. She appeared for IELTS general training, and this is what she got for the cue card. Describe a movie that made you laugh. Now let us use the sample questions in the cue card to understand what we discussed in the previous slide. The first question is, what was the name of the movie? This is a no-brainer. You can easily answer this. So you are going to use a proper noun for what. When did you watch the movie? You can say last week, last month, last vacation, last year. Where did you watch the movie? This we have already discussed. You can talk about the multiplex you went to, or you can also mention that you watched it at your home, or wherever you watched it, you can just discuss that. Who accompanied you? So here definitely you're going to say my mother, my father, my family members, my friends. All these responses will cover a human being, a living noun. Let us come to the last question. Why did you find it hilarious? You can talk about anything in the movie that you felt was hilarious. You can talk about the dialogue delivery. You can talk about the way of acting, the body language of protagonists. Anything that made you feel the movie was funny, you can add in this answer. It's basically focusing on the reason behind why you found the movie was funny. So this was all about a recent cue card and how do we relate it to question words. Now let us move to the next slide where we will discuss how we can think about other topics from the given topic. We usually see that some topics can be overlapping. So if you talk about movies, other similar topics can be describe a movie that made you cry, a movie that inspired you, a movie that made you think, or a movie that was thought-provoking. Now, based on the questions we discussed in the previous slide, let us try to identify what points can we put forth if a topic like this is given to us. Once you start creating questions on your own, you will be better prepared with answers. That is the objective of the entire exercise that we did today.
We will meet soon with the next video. Until then, happy learning and keep evolving. If you like my videos, you may want to subscribe to my channel so that you can keep getting more updates. Thank you. If you are looking for one-to-one classes, please contact me on Instagram or Facebook.
Always remember, practice is the key to success. The more you practice, the better you become at it. Happy learning. Keep evolving.